Hey fellas, well, that's not my trademark, my mistake. Let's back up a bit. Good day, my friends, and welcome to another episode of TaleTube. Today, we are watching another Dhar Mann gold digging video. I know. Tale, didn't you say in the past that you were a bit tired of it? I did, but I also said I would stick with it until I finish all of it. Anyway, I must say if I take pauses and, I kind of get stuck, it's because of the overwhelming Darmanian eldritch power that's just overflowing into the screen and piercing my mind. I've developed insomnia. Honestly, I've seen. I've laid on my bed asleep, staring at the wall, and all I can see is Dhar Mann's smile, his wisdom, his perfect teeth. It's driving me mad. But anyway, quick thing. I don't do this traditionally, but if you are new to the channel, and I'm very sorry to ask, but but please, I have to ask. Please subscribe. Please leave a like. I am interested in growing the channel, and I've been looking at my video analytics lately, and a lot of people don't watch the videos to the end, which I understand, because I don't think my videos are very entertaining at the beginning. I do think they pick up a bit more between the middle and at the end. I'm not sure how this one's going to go. You know what? I don't write a script for these things. I kind of just watch the video and make up stuff on the fly. But I usually disorganized, admittedly, but I still manage to make something that I think is enjoyable. And if you find my content enjoyable, or you subscribe, give it a try, and you don't like it and you decide to unsubscribe, well, that's fine. But I would ask that if you're generous enough, or I'm sure if you don't subscribe, I'm not saying you're not generous, but if you're willing to, please give us a subscription and leave a like, because yeah. Anyway, I will not forestall this any longer. To you hardcore gold-digging Dhar Mann fans, and to you, hopefully, new TaleTubers, let us begin. That was poorly said.
Oh my gosh. Gail?
Already, right off the bat, it's a gold digger from my other videos. To those who have been with the channel for a longer time, you'll know this gold digger from an earlier video, and I think we're seeing her. Dhar Mann sped up. No, he's rewinded time, and we've gone when we've ended up in we've gone back in time to where she wasn't the top tier gold digger that she was in the earlier video.
Gail Armstrong. Amber! It's been forever. How have you been? Are you still dating that guy, Andre?
Yeah. Well, he's my fiance now. We just got engaged. He'll be here any minute.
Look at that. Thoughtery is beginning to spew from her. I mentioned, I think, I don't recall if I did, but maybe. If not, I'm gonna pick up on the thought. But I think in an earlier video that she started in, I talked about how the gold digging tier. I introduced this system where you could determine the power level of a gold digger, and I said that hers was a rough 7,000. She was nothing spectacular, not like the thought that required Attorney Ace to come in and take care of that. That one was well over 9,000. But this girl in particular, what we're seeing her here when she's got like a power level of 400, she has some thoughtery coming off of her, but it's not enough to really overwhelm or corrupt a person. It hasn't really taken that kind of strength yet.
Wow. That's your engagement ring? There's not even a diamond in it. How cheap.
Well, Andre talks about getting me a better ring one day, but I told him it wasn't necessary.
I honestly, real talk here, guys. Why do people buy, if I'm gonna let's time for a minute. Would you buy your wife a ring, like a really expensive ring for real? Because I wouldn't. I mean, I know people say, oh, it's a sign of our love. It's a sign of our affection. I mean, why? It's an iron band with stones in it. I mean, I could just I mean, I could just whip one up for you. I mean, like, honestly, you know what? I like maybe I'm just not into lavish things, and maybe it's just because it's expected of people to buy a ring and to buy a dress and to have these big weddings. Which I ask myself, why do people do that as well? I mean, I know people who blow like $20,000 on like a wedding ring, a recession, renting out the church, renting out a priest. I'm like, why would you do any of that to celebrate one day? I'd rather make an investment or get hammered. I mean, I never drunk, but I'm sure if I did, I'd probably want to get hammered. Not that that's a very intelligent investment either, but hey, it all got our flaws.
Well, I would never say yes to that ring. I mean, you should ditch him and get with a guy who's already successful.
I doubt you wouldn't settle for anything less than a ring that was loaded with diamonds and was like carat gold.
Like I did. That way you don't have to wait for a ring like this.
Oh, how did I know that? How did I know that? Because I watched the video in advance.
You're engaged too?
Yes! This is a 5-carat VVS diamond. It's one of the most expensive stones you can buy. My fiance...
Okay, what the hell is a BBS diamond? What is a BBS diamond? Look, she doesn't even know. She's like she's saying all this stuff, and she's just got this her and her forehead starting to recede more and more and more, like her hairline starting to recede. The more she talks about her 5-carat ring.
I'd say Derek makes a ton of money.
Well, it's really beautiful.
I know, right? When I saw how big it was, I was like, how can I say no? Anyways, what are you doing outside of Dhar Mann Studios?
Dhar Mann Studios. We're at the heart of Dhar Mann right now. It's supposed to have been a very convenient filming location.
I'm waiting for Andre. He works here as a production assistant.
What?
Right. I'm confused too. What do you mean a production assistant? Your husband, clearly she's ignorant to what's really going on and doesn't know that her husband is a cultist for this production studio either. This whole thing, like the idea that it's just a production studio, like an industry. No, it's not. This is a church, and your husband's a cultist. For those who don't know, Dhar Mann is an eldritch god. He really is. I've expressed his infinite Lovecraftian wisdom in prior videos. If you haven't, I'd strongly suggest you go watch them. I won't link them because I don't know how.
A PA? Don't they only make like $40K a year? Girl, why would you want to be with a guy like that?
That doesn't bother me.
Well, it should. Derek works here, but he's a senior director and he's pulling in like 6 figures a year.
Wow. That's great. Andre has goals to become a senior director one day too.
Honey, let me give you a little bit of advice. Don't wait around for a man to become successful. Just date one that already is. I mean, that's the ticket.
I mean, I don't know about that. Now, maybe you don't apply. Maybe I'm implying the wrong logic here. Like, I'm thinking, well, when you invest in like the stock market, you hold on to it for a long time, you remain faithful to it, and then it grows. And I understand, people obviously aren't like that, but I don't know. I feel like there could be some application there. She clearly seems to think so. I mean...
Well, I never thought of it that way.
Oh.
I always believe that you should support someone even when they have nothing.
For a second there, I thought that she was starting to get influenced by her words, at which point I had to consider which tier she's actually at. I mentioned how her power level was 400. It might have been like maybe on the growth. When a gold digger hits 1,000th on the power scaling, she gains the ability to influence people. Her boobs, butt, and influence gain so big that it rivals that of Alinity's. Really the scope of that power just kind of like snowballs into something bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger in both entitlement and just scandalousness, and it rubs off on other people and it takes them, which is why I'm so happy that we're watching this. This is a Dhar Mann video, because what's happening is filtered. It's here to show us the dangers of thoughterry, the infinite wisdom of an eldritch god.
One day, they'll have everything.
You can't be serious.
Yeah, you really can't be. There's no way to determine that at all.
Look, let me show you something. You see that car over there? That's the new Lamborghini Urus. Derek just picked it up. What does Andre drive?
Oh, nothing special, just, it's right over there.
That beat-up old Honda Civic? You have got to be kidding me.
You've got to be kidding me. He's driving a car that probably has like 10% of the insurance that my hubby's paying for. I mean, Jesus, that sounds really cost effective. But God, no, you've got to be kidding me. I would not be caught dead in that thing. That's a line that's been used all the time. My mistake. She's well on her way to being a full-blown thought. Maybe her power level is 700. Dang.
I would not be caught dead in that thing. You should break up with him immediately.
And there's our protagonist. His presence and humility spiting the thought and putting her in a state of shock.
Hey babe, you're not gonna believe this.
Hey, sweetheart, what's up?
You know that promotion I've been talking about?
Yeah?
Well, I got it!
Oh my god!
Okay, now I've only watched the video up to a certain point, but I'm going to assume that he takes her husband's position, or fiance's position, and we're gonna get some life lesson at the end of it.
You're now looking at the new senior director of Dhar Mann Studios!
Oh my gosh, honey, I knew you would.
What's she rolling her eyes at for? Does she not, I thought your whole philosophy was... Okay, here's the thing with the gold diggers, guys. There are a few that are actually smart, or at least what's been shown here. I mean, Dhar Mann is trying to give us this entry-level position to gold digging. As you can see here, this particular breed of gold diggers are really nothing to worry about. I mean, you can probably smell the thottery on these ones. But that's but this is supposed to be an introduction to more advanced levels. And if you watch some of my older videos, I think you'll find that.
Forget it, I'm so
No, I
proud.
don't understand, actually. Like, you just... I thought you said, only date a man if he's successful. Well, he's successful. Aren't you happy? I mean, you did just suggest for her to, break up with him. So, I mean, I maybe you're like, oh, I feel kind of stupid right now. I mean, if you come on and say, oh, you should still break up with him, then, then I think you're stupid. But, if you're just embarrassed for being stupid already, I mean, or for your initial suggestions, I understand.
Proud of you.
Thank you. But I couldn't have done it without you.
No, that's not true. I'm always gonna pump out another ring.
That's why.
What was that? In the Lord of the Rings, Frodo has this piece of jewelry which blinds evil and shines away the darkness. That's what he's pulling out right now, and that's what's about, and that's about to smash this thought through through that old Honda Civic, and he's gonna drive off in our fiance's Lamborghini.
I decided to get you the ring that you really deserve. So let me try this again. Gail Armstrong, will you marry me?
Yes, Andre, of course I will. Oh my god. Oh, thank you so much.
Of course.
That's a car. You just bought her a car and stuck it on her finger. Andre, I was really rooting for you as the protagonist, but you're an idiot.
But I was fine with the old ring.
I know. That's why I love you so much, Gail. You believed in me when I had nothing. And now, I just want to give you everything.
Thank you, baby. Thank you so much.
I've got one more surprise. You know that old car I've been driving around since college?
Yeah? What about it?
Well, don't have to drive around in that anymore. You see, with my signing bonus, I bought us a new car.
I swear to God, if she comes in here and tries to steal him...
You see, with my signing bonus, I bought us a new car.
Oh gosh, honey.
Right?
But I was fine with the old car.
I know. But lots of things are going to change now. Come on. I want you to drive it first.
Oh my gosh, okay. Thank you, baby.
Of course. Let's go. Come on.
Okay. It was nice seeing you, Amber. Good luck with everything.
Whatever.
Yep. Okay. Well, now your husband's lost his job and he's been replaced with him. Watch the first thing that she's going to say when he walks out of there. Hubby, can you buy me a new ring?
There you are.
This is the face it.
Ran into this girl from college who tried to show me up. We have to go out and buy a Rolls Royce now.
Oh, actually,
What is wrong with you? Why do you seem so stressed out?
you're not going to believe this, but I actually just lost my job.
What?
Dhar Mann fired you. He's been deemed unworthy. After committing a sacrifice improperly, he was deemed ultimately unfit. He just couldn't stick with the team anymore. And Dhar Mann, being the merciful and benevolent God that he is, decided rather than maiming him of his testicles and casting him out like the scum that he is, simply gave him a pat on the head and said, "Get out of here, son."
I was using the company card to pay for personal expenses, and they just found out, so they fired me.
Derek! How could you do something so stupid?
What do you expect? How else am I supposed to keep up with all the expensive things you want?
Oh! I can't believe this. So what are we gonna do now?
I'm gonna have to sell my Lamborghini. The good news is, at least I still have my Honda.
What? Absolutely not. I will not be seen in some bucket.
But you don't have a choice. And we're gonna have to sell your engagement ring too, to pay back some of the credit card debt.
What?
Never get into debt, guys. Listen, if you're a young man who's watched this far, and if you have, thank you so much, my friend. You're putting a tremendous amount of testosterone in my testicles, but I'm sorry if that was too sexual. Never get into debt, guys. I know for those college goers, and if you want to go to college, that's kind of hard to do. If you're 16 and you want to go to college, please work. I didn't work for those years, and I deeply regret it. I just suggest, go there to try and ease off the debt. I don't intend to go to college. I'm going to be a tradesman, or maybe a YouTuber. Depends. I'm really not sure. Kind of just going with the flow. I do have to get a credit card, though, actually. Anyway, enough of my personal life. But don't get into debt. Moral of the story here.
I don't believe this! Sell my ring? Oh my God.
Now, before Dhar Mann blesses us with his appearance, I just want to break down this comment. You should support someone when they have nothing, because when they have everything. Not necessarily, actually. The study conducted shows that people who are usually in poverty stay in poverty throughout the entirety of their lives. Poverty is kind of like a cesspit. Once you seep down that low, it's very hard to get back up again. Climbing the ladder is in no wise easier as just jumping off and hitting the concrete below. You can't, because of the expenses that usually keep people down in poverty, you really don't have enough time to invest your money anywhere, like in a bank account, or give it time to grow or to save it. And because of that, you're usually stuck in your expenses. If you know someone in poverty, I would suggest taking some time to work, maybe saving out some money, and then giving them a bountiful boon, maybe collaborating with a couple of people or starting a GoFundMe page. But yeah, this comment right here, not very not very realistic, and the advice I just gave on poverty fighting just came from the barest of parts of my bowels. I don't know why I said it. Anyway, let's see this Stan Lee tier Dhar Mann cameo. Oh man.
Hey, Dhar Mann
Oh
fam, I
my
hope you love that message.
Dhar Mann fam. This guy just kicked out like his head priest, and he can still crack a smile, man. It cracks me up every time.
Please remember, we're not just telling stories, we're
We're changing lives.
lives.
And when you share my videos, you're helping to change lives too.
Remember, when you indoctrinate people into my cult, you're damning their souls to Tartarus, so you better share those videos, you. I'm kidding. Dhar Mann's a benevolent god. His domain is not Tartarus. Look at this face. This is like the face of a demon king. No.
I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video.
Dhar Mann, I'd like to be in one of your videos. I don't know how good of an actor I am. I've done like one movie with one like short film with a good friend of mine who's into filming, but I don't know. Maybe we could discover my talent as an actor. Anyway, that was a joke, by the way. Actually, no, Dhar Mann, if you do see this video and you decide to let me on as an actor, I will 100% do it. I will do it. I will. I'm obviously being a bit more comedic, so I just in case some people go to Twitter and say, "Hey, Dhar Mann, give my boy Teo some love." I mean, I know I only have 21 subscribers, but they're faithful and they do a lot. Anyway, sorry for that camera fuzz for a second. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, again, please like and subscribe and share. I deeply appreciate it. If you watch the video this long, and purely out of sympathy and pity, you're a saint, and I hope God blesses you. If you just watched the video this long, regardless, I thank you. Thank you so much. I really do want to make some success on YouTube. It is slightly driven by a need for money, and also out of a need of interest. I do enjoy making YouTube videos, and yeah, whenever you like and share this video, you indoctrinate more people into my cult, and we get to grow. And so yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Please stay safe, and see you guys later.